Hey Pisces, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Please consider subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and it would help my channel to grow. Happy birthday for everyone who's having a birthday this month. I hope you get everything you want and nothing that you don't. I hope that you're in positive energies and everything's working out to you for your greatest good, which I personally believe things always are, even when things are difficult. I feel like things are always working out for my greater good, even challenging moments. And I'm picking up this energy for you that you've been in that energy yourself. We have a little message here, pre-message of the Four of Swords, the Knight of Wands. Sorry, guys. And then you also have the Fool card above the Six of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you've gone through some sort of healing. There was a difficult moment for you at one point in time. I felt like there was a lot of struggle for you. Like there were things that you were inspired by that led to like some sort of like disappointment or feeling like a failure in some way, shape, or form. I feel like there was like things that you kind of like expected to turn out well, that you invested in, that you thought they would grow. There was something that separated that progress, separated you from that progress. I feel like there was some sort of harsh disappointment, like a deep sadness within you from something that you were once followed, that you were inspired to follow. I felt like for some of you, it could have been a relationship, person, place, or thing. Take it as it resonates. But there was some sort of disappointment and like deep sorrow that you're healing and you're learning something from. For some of you, I don't feel like you've really spoken this, your truth to anyone, or at least not went into like deep conversation about what this was for you and like how much it, like how involved it was for you, how difficult it was for you. But I felt like it motivated you and it helped you to like endure things. Like it basically created a level of resilience within you that isn't comparable to many people that you would know, if any. I feel like this healing, there's been some sort of like, you might want to help others heal or help others like to grow or learn something or benefit in some way from what you were hurt by. You want to take your lessons and benefit other people so they don't have to go through the struggles that you had to. I feel like you're more equipped now than you used to be. I feel like you're like things are speeding up for you very quickly. There's a new opportunity for you coming in because you're leaving like mental conflict behind. Things that are confusing for you. I feel like you're speaking your truth and having clarity within yourself and your thoughts. And that's creating new opportunities. There's something that you're concerned about. There's something you're wanting to see grow that you have a concern about, but you're trying to just be like hopeful and excited about it. I feel like you're like starting something new for sure, but I feel like it feels a little rocky. There's like, it comes in waves. I feel like one moment, like you went into something thinking it was going to be easier or better than what you were leaving. And I felt like, or you went towards something with the hope or expectation that it was going to help things for you in a little way. But I felt like it made things like harder, or things are more difficult than what you expected. And again, I feel like you're hiding this from people. You're trying to like, I feel like you're being like not affectionate, but you're trying to be kind and compassionate to people in your environment. But I don't feel like you're really being that way towards yourself. I feel like I feel like that's your least priority, but it should be one of your first priorities, Pisces. if things are difficult for you, for some of you, you might feel like everything is changing, like there's a big transition. Like I heard blowing up in your face. Something's blowing up in your face. I hope not. My best advice is always to like follow your intuition, do what you're guided to do, even if you're not sure what that is. It's like do what you're the next best step, right? The next thing that you're inspired to do, even if you don't understand it, even if you don't fully like know why or agree with why. If you feel balanced in a thought process like leading you into a direction, you should adventure into that and see why you're having those thoughts, why you're having those ideas. There's something you want to start, like initiate. There's a conversation that you want to have. I feel like in regards to your stability, you see you're seeing something in a different way than what you used to before. Somebody might have communicated with you that they want to, like somebody might have proposed to you, or you're thinking about proposing to someone else. For whoever this resonates for, I felt like somebody had communicated an interest in like moving the connection along or going out on a date, like initiating some sort of foundation, like start of a foundation, like a relationship. Things are being viewed differently. I feel like somebody's more confident than what they were previously, and that's allowing them to see things differently in regards to their stability. And I feel like they're more encouraged to take forward movement than what they were in the past, because they went on some sort of healing. Like the things that they were disappointed and sorrowful in their past, I feel like they really took some time to evaluate those energies and see what they could do differently and see how their energies was impacting the situation. I feel like there's like some realization with the toxic energies in the environment and bringing like kindness and nurturing I feel like you're like even the toxic energies, you're not fighting with people, places, or things. You're just trying to be compassionate and kind. And I feel like you're trying to, like when people argue with you, I feel like you're trying to like gracefully give them the benefit of the doubt, or like put them in their place without being on the same level. You're trying to take the higher ground. I feel like you see some relationship or somebody that you've known for a while as being toxic, being unpersuasive, or not. They're unwilling to compromise. There's somebody, maybe multiple someone's, but a person, place, or thing in your environment that has toxic energy associated with that. And I feel like that that impacts your individual, like how you feel, like your emotions. There's moments where you don't feel balanced because this toxic energy, whether it's within you or somebody in your environment that impacts you. I feel like there's some sort of toxic energy in your environment that makes it difficult for you to really act yourself in some situations. I feel like your emotions are more confusing as well whenever this person, place, or thing is around. I feel like there's a need to there's some sort of intuition that you receive in regards to this person, place, or thing. And there's a need for you to like think that through, like investigate it more, like play with this idea. I feel like there's something within you that recognizes like a toxic energy in your environment, and you have ideas to improve that, make things better for you. But I feel like you don't put much weight into that for whatever reason. All right, let's keep it moving, guys. Pisces for February 2023, Pisces. All right, we're going to put this deck away for a minute. Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right. And again, guys, I just wanted to say happy birthday again. I hope you have a great birthday. I hope you get everything you want and nothing that you don't. I hope you're inspired. Hold on, let's see what this pre-message is. You have the Chariot, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Hold on, let's see what this is. The Seven of Cups. So I feel like there's been some quick movement, or you're wanting to take some movement towards something. Like you have a balance within you. You're inspired to move towards something. I feel like you still have like an energy at times that you doubt yourself. There has been a disappointment. And I don't feel like you fully have learned the lesson, or you see the purpose of that. And I feel like that creates internal conflict within you at times. But you're definitely moving away from that energy. I feel like you're recognizing in your environment, like who's for you and who's not. I feel like you're seeing the opportunities and the potential in your environment. And I feel like you're trying to focus on that more often. And I hear, I hear one step forward, two step back. So there might be times where you feel like you're making forward progress, and then all of a sudden there's like a backslide for whatever reason. I'm getting it has a lot to do with your balance and your internal emotions causing a lack of balance within you that impacts your environment. I feel like you need to spend more time nurturing yourself and like being like feeling abundant, feeling proud of yourself, recognizing how far you've come, realizing the long journey that you've went on. I feel like you're always focused on the next thing to do. I feel like you have a lot of things to do, a lot of things going on. And so that causes you to like have draining energy at times. And I feel like you're always like on the next thing that needs to be done. So you're not really in the present moment as often as you can be, where you're appreciating all the work you've already done. I feel like you're always thinking like what needs to still be done. But I feel like it would be really healthy for you to just take a moment and like look back at what you've done, like whether you've gotten your degree, or whether you're a parent, whether you're like whether you have more than one job or you go to school, like whether you just got out of bed today and it was like the biggest thing that you did. Sometimes that's like hard to do. So like just recognize like you've accomplished a lot, and you have been successful, even if you don't feel so right now, even if you're sorrowful and disappointed, and obviously things aren't perfect. But I feel like there has been forward movement, and you do feel that progress, that healing, that improvement and progression within you. But I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. I feel like that's part of the next lesson that you're headed towards for whoever this resonates with. I feel like you're headed towards more like self-awareness in a positive way, to like actually realize the hard work that you've put into, instead of like self-awareness, I need to do this better. It's like self-awareness, I've worked really hard and I need to appreciate myself and value just being in the moment right now. Because I feel like I feel like there's always more to be done, and you're always like focused on, I got to do that next. But there's definitely going to be some sort of forward movement, and you're going to realize like that whatever energy is unhealthy for you, you're going towards something more stable for yourself, more secure and abundant for yourself, more grounded. Okay. Pisces. All right, we're going to start our cross for Pisces, and this will be our last shuffle. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, please, and thank you. Pisces, how you want it. Okay. Pisces. You know that things are changing. You see a change. Other people see you as alert and aware. I just want to peek at this, but we're not going to take it. It's the Knight of Wands, and I believe this was in your pre-messages as well. So again, there's some sort of forward movement, and that you're taking action, that you're inspired by. I feel like you've definitely, like, it's been a long journey to get here. It's been difficult at times, but you're finally finding your balance. You're finding the stability. You're learning the lessons from the trials and tribulations. Bottom of the deck. Okay, I'm just going to bring them out how it showed for me. You have the Five of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords was in the pre-messages, as was the Hangman, I believe. Okay. I'm going to just put that right there. So for the bottom of the deck, I feel like, again, you're healing that energy. You're looking at like being left out, abandoned, rejected, and things. You're looking at things differently. I feel like you're no longer like trying to, like, how you say, like, even if somebody did you wrong and you have a valid reason to feel disappointed and sorrowful, I feel like you're realizing that there's no benefit in feeling that way. Judgment and the Emperor. Yeah. You're not wanting to give your power away. You're wanting to, like, you realize by feeling sorrowful and disappointed and any energy of lack, that that's giving your power to someone or something else. And I feel like you're trying to look at things differently. So you find balance in that energy. You have the Four of Swords again. So I feel like definitely you've been healing those energies where it's been disappointing for you. And then you have the Seven of Swords, the Emperor, Ten of Pentacles, the Moon. So I feel like somebody definitely has been like deceptive in your environment in some way, shape, or form. Whether they cheated on you, backstabbed on you, whether they lied to you, lied about you, whatever this was. Somebody who should have been in their authenticity and had your back and like worked with you on like as a team, like where there should have been stability within both of you guys together. I feel like they did things behind your back. And for some of you, you might not even came to know it. But for those of you who have, it was very devastating for you. For some of you, like parents that you should have been able to rely on, you couldn't. For some of you, you have, like, you're confused about the emotions that you feel towards your abundance and like your boss, the people who have authority over you in your life. I feel like you see people as deceptive. You see someone in your environment as deceptive and unauthentic. You're disappointed with somebody's actions. You felt like you expected more of them. You expected better from them. Okay, so let's see. Your current energy, you have the Eight of Pentacles. So right now you're working at something. What's crossing that is the Queen of Pentacles. So right now in your environment, you're thinking very heavily about how do you make your foundation more solid. I feel like you're working a lot. You might have more than one job. I feel like you have very, very little downtime, but you're inspired because you see the benefit for your long term. You see some sort of like, hold on guys, sorry. You see like you're doing all this hard work because you have future plans for it to pay off. You're expecting like all this work you're doing right now is going to have long-term gains. Sorry, my ear is like tripping right now. For some of you, you might like you've gotten a little bit of prosperity more than what you had expected. But that's not what you want yet. Or how do you say? You've gotten a little bit of prosperity, but you know that that's just like a chip off the iceberg. You know that there's a lot more to come. I feel like you're just definitely working really hard right now, Pisces. In February, it's going to be a very busy month for you. At a soul level, you have the Strength card. So you're trying to be confident. I don't feel like you're trying to. I feel like you are. I feel like whatever healing that you've gone through, the lessons that you've learned has created some sort of confidence and inner strength within you. You know something about yourself that nobody else can change. Like nobody can take these lessons, this this endurance, this confidence. Nobody could take that from you ever. And that helps you, like, there's an energy within you that you've gained from these trials and struggles and disappointments and just feeling sad and disappointed and not being treated fairly, that inspired you with forward movement. And that created something within you. It's like a superpower. And nobody can like change that. Nobody can do that. Like, that's your power. You earned it. It helps you to create and manifest things. Like this confidence that you have because of whatever it is for you. For everybody, it's different. But because of this confidence, like, you can create things that other people can't. Then you have the 10 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the 6 of Wands. Yeah. So I felt like whatever your home environment was, like, you went, and then you have the 8 of Pentacles under the 5 of Swords. So there definitely your home environment in some way, shape, or form was impacted. What you put your emotions in, what you invested for your future. There was a lot of work that went into that, but I felt like you were the only one building. There was disappointment. There was sorrow. There was like defeat because other people didn't care like you cared. You picked up the ball when other people dropped it. You kept it moving. You, like, when there's like, this isn't fixable, like, you found the solution, you found a way, and you kept working at something, even though you were tired, even though you were exhausted, even though you felt like you didn't know if you should continue or how to continue, but you continued. And you continue to work on building things, healing things, working on yourself internally and externally. I feel like you've really became like more abundant. Then you have the 6 of Wands. So that's led you into a victory. I feel like you've like became more self-aware, and you started to really working on loving and nurturing yourself. And I feel like now when people tell you crazy crap, like, it's just like, it's not worth like even arguing with. Like, they don't know you. I feel like there's just this new awareness and enlightenment within you. You love yourself now in like a better and stronger way than you did before. And I feel like you're going to continue to work at this energy, and you're just going to see great gains from it. Whatever abandonment, like whoever abandoned you and neglected you, you're going to have a victory from that. Like this, like, they didn't defeat you. They didn't do nothing to you by leaving you and abandoning you and rejected you. It was actually a blessing in disguise for you. There was some sort of victory for you by somebody not following through. Okay. Your recent past, you have the Queen of Cups. So in the recent past, again, I feel like you've really been nurturing yourself. You've been loving yourself. You've been being, I feel like when you're like having like critical self-reflection, I feel like you're immediately like kind of scolding yourself and putting yourself, like reminding yourself of your greatness, reminding yourself of the benefits of the goals that you've completed. I feel like you've been really having like that self-talk in a more positive way than what you had before. You've definitely learned a lot, but you're aware that this has been a long journey for you. And I felt like I don't feel like you take the time as often as you should, but I feel like you definitely acknowledge how much you've grown and how much you've endured. Pisces, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm very proud of you. From this reading, if this resonates with you, things were difficult. You had to struggle, you had to learn, and you had to adapt. I feel like you had to like find a new way to recognize yourself, communicate your truths. I feel like things were difficult for you for sure. But I felt like you've grown a lot. You've healed a lot of internal pains and struggles. I felt like you have a confidence within you that nobody can shake. And I'm proud of you. And I hope you're proud of yourself. And I hope you remind yourself of how awesome you are. All right. At a crowning level, you have the 7 of Pentacles. So I feel like you're evaluating things right now and just looking like, what else can you do? Where else should you invest your energy? Let's see what else. The 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Swords. So, and then the 7 of Wands under the 5 of Wands. Whoever this pre-message resonates with, I feel like you're no longer arguing anymore. You're not fighting with people anymore because there's a clarity and a truth within you. And you know that when people are fighting with you, it's just because they're jealous of you. Like there's no valid reason to be fighting against you. I feel like you're like sincere. I feel like you're honest. I feel like you have integrity. I feel like you just do things out of love and compassion for the next person. And so this fighting crap, it's like, why? For what? It doesn't make sense. And I feel like you're no longer doing it. You're not defending yourself to people anymore. You don't need to defend yourself to people. All right, the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. So the Devil card flipped out. The Wheel fell in my lap. The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Four of Cups. So there's definitely been some sort of change and transition that took place with these toxic energies. This energy of people taking from you and not contributing, you feeling negative when you tried to help and people didn't take responsibility and accountability. Whatever this is, for everybody it's different. But these, like, feeling obligated to people, like there's a change. Like all these toxic energies that you have within yourself, they have changed quite a bit. I feel like you're very confident and stable. You're waiting for the things that you want to come through. I feel like you're no longer settling. You're no longer going for the person that's right there in front of you. You're using your intuition and waiting for the person that's right for you. All this disappointing energies, you're no longer going to, like, there's a truth and awareness that's coming to heal that and clear that up. All this crying over spilled milk, or I should have, wish I would have, could have, should have, all that. There's a change to that. You're going to feel more grounded and more stable because these energies, the toxic energies, are coming to an end. There's a transition within those toxic energies that you have in your environment because you transition something within yourself. Okay. This will be our final. We're going to take this last pre-message. You have the King of Wands, the Three of Wands, and the Seven of Swords. So for this, I'm getting like, you knew it was only a matter of time before people's shadiness was going to come to light. I feel like you've been like, I'm getting like a shapeshifter, like you chameleon, like you played the role that you needed to play in the moment that you needed to play it. But really, you were like giving them enough rope to hang themselves, kind of. Like your intuition was telling you something and you were just waiting for things to follow through. I feel like you've gotten whatever inspiration or knowledge that you were needing, and now you're planning out your strategy for your forward movement. Okay. Final shuffle for the Seven of Pentacles. All right. Seven of Pentacles. You have the Moon card. So you're not sure, like you're evaluating things on like, how do you take this forward movement? Then you have the Queen of Wands. You're not sure yet. You're trying to be confident and make, like, you're trying to plan accordingly by your awareness, by your previous knowledge. I feel like you're not using your intuition. You're doubting your intuition potentially. What else? And the Six of Cups. So there's some sort of nostalgic connection that you feel connected to. This could involve a parent, somebody that you've known for a long time, a friend, a person that you're in a relationship in some way, shape, or form, a job for some of you. Whatever it is for you, you're thinking about like investing more, doing things different, how to improve things. There's something that you're confused, your emotions cause you to have like this difficult time, like laying everything out and reflecting correctly and clearly on something. I feel like you care very deeply about whatever this is, this person, place, or thing. And you're not wanting to like jeopardize its feelings. You're not wanting to make it sad. I feel like there's something you want to express, but I felt like you're kind of tongue-tied right now by not knowing how to like really tell this person or person, place, or thing. You want to take forward movement. You want to plan something out. You're evaluating something. You have an emotional, nostalgic connection towards it, but there's a lot of unknown factors for whatever reason. Let's get Spirit's advice. Pisces for February. Great. Spirit's advice for the Seven of Pentacles. You have the Page of Wands. So Spirit's advising you to take this forward movement. Whatever it is, like don't keep on re-evaluating it and evaluating it and evaluating it. Whatever this first plan is, whatever this first idea, like go with your first course of action, your first plan. Don't overthink things too much. You're being advised to go with what you're inspired for. Any other advice? Okay, you have the World card in the reverse. So stop restructuring your plan. Stop redoing your plan. Just make your plan and work it. And then you have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. You're waiting for something to like be fully balanced and perfect, and it's never going to be. You need to take this forward movement already. Stop redoing your plan. Stop changing. Stop restarting your plan and take a forward movement. There's not going to be a perfect time. There's not going to be a perfect moment. There's not going to be a moment where everything lines up and falls into place perfectly. Your near future, you have the Four of Cups. So there's some sort of energy where you're disappointed. You're crying over spilled milk. You're reevaluating things from the past. I could have, would have, should have done that differently. I wish that person, place, or thing would have acted, behaved, spoke differently. Whatever it is for you. Let's see. Four of Cups. You have the Devil over the Six of Wands and the World card. So again, this energy came out already in our pre-messages. There's going to be some sort of defeat and victory for you over toxic energies. This energy right here in your near future of crying over spilt milk, wishing things were different, wishing that you would have done things different, wishing this plan would have been different, or whatever it is for you. There's a change. There's an ending coming to those toxic energies. There's going to be a new environment that you're going to find yourself in, whether this is a living environment or like just your day-to-day living environment, because you changed your internal environment. So your experiences on the outside are going to have to change too. Following the World card underneath the World card, you have the Page of Swords. So I feel like you're slowly becoming aware of this change, this internal change. For some of you, you might have actually placed an offer on a home. If so, congratulations. I feel like you're going to be getting it. If you don't get that exact home, I feel like there's something for you that's better than that. There's definitely some sort of change coming in for your environment. For those of you who are not moving, this is solely an internal struggle. It's where you have balance. You're following your intuition more than what you were. You're taking the inspiration that you received from spirit and you're taking forward movement with it. There's a transition coming to these energies. There's going to be a victory over this devil energy. These energies where you feel restricted and obligated to past energies, where people are deceptive, maybe codependency, where people are leaning on you too much, but you can't lean on them. Whatever this is for you, there's going to be a change coming to that. You're going to have a victory with the Six of Wands here. You're going to have a victory over these devil energies. And then underneath that is the Page of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Yes, definitely. There's going to be some sort of new opportunities that are going to be coming in for you. I was going to say in from you. So I feel like you're creating these opportunities. I feel like you're taking the bull by the horn. What is that? Some of you like really are manipulating the energies around you in the way that what it was meant for your bad is actually going to work out for your good. People who plan to like come against you is actually going to be a benefit for you. These devil energies, there's definitely some sort of victory over them. There's progression, forward movement for you because you took the time to heal these toxic energies in your environment. There's some sort of new opportunities and wish fulfillment that's coming in. You're going to feel really happy, Pisces. This victory, whatever this victory of these over these toxic energies, whatever that is for you, is going to create new abundance, new opportunities, new awareness. I am super happy for you. Let's keep on going. Let's see. Pisces. You have the Tower, Ace of Cups, the Hermit, Four of Swords, again, the Star, and the Wheel. I love this. All right, so very unexpectedly, somebody is going to communicate with you. Either they want to move the relationship to the next level, start a relationship, whatever it is for you. I feel like you're not going to want to agree to this originally. I feel like you like being by yourself or not being so committed. I feel like there's something about full commitment that kind of makes you a little bit nervous because of all the healing and progress that you've done. I feel like you're concerned about, like, again, that forward movement, one step forward and two steps back. You don't want to repeat that energy. I feel like this person, though, is going to catch you off guard. I feel like you're going to feel more balanced with them than you are comfortable with. I feel like this healing within you is going to help you to kind of look at this offer at a new way that you wouldn't have before. I feel like you're going to see this as like, because you went through that healing, because you went and like did that deep dive to like sit with those uncomfortable feelings, uncomfortable thoughts and heal them. I feel like you're going to have a great reward coming after this, Pisces. I feel like there's definitely some sort of change that's coming in for you because you've healed, because you took in the time to care for yourself. But more than that, I feel like there's going to be some sort of financial abundance. You've been wishing for something to come through, and I feel like it's going to. There's going to be some joy and clarity. Like you're going to be the captain of your own ship, like officially. I feel like you've definitely healed something within yourself that is allowed you to have like this amazing power. Like you went through something that was so difficult that you somehow came out of and healed and like gracefully came out of it at that, to the point that the universe wants you to feel recognized and appreciated because of all the hard work that you've endured, because of all the harsh lessons taught and learned, because you took the time to like review what was being done, review your internal and external self. And I feel like you kind of like force this energy, like, okay, it's like you're pushing something up a mountain, right? And it doesn't move easily. Like going down, it'll definitely move by itself, but going up, that takes a lot of work. And you not only have to move yourself, but you have to move whatever this lesson was for you. I felt like it was very hard and you had to push it. Like you intentionally had to, like, even the days that you didn't want to, the days that was hard for you to get out of bed, you had to force yourself and inspire yourself when I feel like there wasn't anything else. And if there was, it didn't hold the weight that it needed to, or that you would have liked it to. Like this energy came from you in spirit. I feel like there's definitely people in your environment to help you and motivate you and encourage you. But ultimately, like this awareness, this knowledge to move things forward and progress could only be done by yourself, with yourself, you in spirit. And I felt like you took the time to do that, to learn the harsh lessons. So I feel like you're being, it might not be a person, but I feel like it is. Whatever it is that you have like a, like you care about this, you want this. This is something that would make you feel happy and joyful and balanced. It would make you feel like, if this is a new connection coming in, this is not a connection that you've previously known. This is somebody that you have, like, this is a connection you would want. It's a connection that you had hoped for. It's a reward. It's not a past trauma coming back in. It's your reward for. So again, I got that, like that energy of the devil and the Six of Wands. There's a victory coming in for you because you took the time to heal. And again, the Four of Swords and the Star card, you healed. You balanced something within yourself. You overcame those sorrows, those disappointments. You took the time to care enough about you, Pisces. And I feel like you've been working so hard at this energy of like fixing yourself and ironing things out internally and in your environment. Some of you might have bills and things, but I feel like you're trying to balance everything out and still like have this lesson learned. And I feel like that's your focus right now. So when this this like reward comes in, it catches you off guard very unexpectedly. But I feel like you're gonna like, it's cute. I like this energy for you. It's very cute. It's like, what do I even do with it? Like, I've been wanting this, and then when it finally comes in, I feel like you're like very much caught off guard. That's very cute. Congratulations, Pisces. I'm very proud of you. I can see that you've been working very hard on your thoughts, on your emotions, on the disappointments, on the sorrow, on trying to make sure that things are balanced. We're going to have one more shuffle. All right, this will be our last pre-message. You have the 5 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. So again, there's some sort of disappointment that you had went through, and then you have the 10 of Swords underneath that and the King of Wands. Yeah, this harsh lessons, these disappointments that you learned, these people betraying you, and just, I'm feeling that energy of like you're defeated. You feel like you've invested as much as you can. Like, what else do you need from me? What else can I do? People just they did not give back to you like you put in. They did not care about you like you cared about them. You felt alone and defeated and stuck, like left alone with your thoughts. And you're like feeling abandoned, feeling neglected, feeling cheated on for some of you. But I felt like in the moment that could have like killed your soul, it inspired you. It like you kind of picked yourself up and said that that's not you. That's not how I'm going to live. That's not how I'm going to be remembered. I'm going to do better for myself. Like, you see how he's not even looking at this energy. Like these energies of like feeling disappointed and hurt and heartbroken. Like he's got his head down, right? He's hurt. She's like fully been like killed off. She's hurt. They're hurt. And this King of Wands right here, he's like in his confidence, male or female, take it as it resonates. This King of Wands right here, completely in their confidence. Like, yeah, I went through that and it didn't kill me. I'm still here. And what? Like, ready for the next lesson, ready for the next journey. You were not defeated by whatever this was. You've learned your lessons. And there's going to be stability by this heartache. Like, whatever this hurt was for you, this disappointment, this betrayal, people not treating you fairly, not being kind with their approach, with their words, not caring. Like, you see this, like this petal is just like it's falling apart. I just feel like people did not value you, your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions, your investments. Like, people backstabbed you, manipulated you, tried to control you. And you're going to be rewarded with a solid foundation. You're going to be rewarded with a reward because of dealing with the shit, because of like learning your lessons. The Strength card, the 9 of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. So again, you're confident by these lessons learned. There's things that you still struggle with when you have those moments by yourself, but I feel like you remind yourself of everything you've already been through, all the things that you've already gone through. I feel like for some of you, be careful if you're signing documents. I feel like for some of you, if you have a lot of opportunities, not all of them, not everything that shines, not everything that glitters is gold. Make sure that you're very clear on the wording. If you need to have a legal team or something review it. I feel like there's something in your environment potentially that you're not fully aware of all the details. You're not seeing something clearly. It has the potential to do like great harm and disappointment to you, your thoughts, environment. But I feel like Spirit's been like advising you. I feel like if this is true for you, you're going to already know it. There's like already in the back of your mind, you're doubting or second guessing a person, place, or thing or opportunity. And you need to trust your intuition if that's the case for you. If that doesn't resonate, then it doesn't apply. But if that does resonate, be very, very careful because somebody is trying to be sneaky and shady, and it will be something that is difficult for you to overcome. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, so how you see yourself right now is you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you see yourself as very abundant. You see yourself as having these new cycles, having these new adventures. Things are transitioning for you in a positive way. I feel like things are starting to improve for you. I was going to say approved. So some of you might have got approved for, again, a home loan, a new job, something, whatever it is for you. There might have been an approval in there for something. How other people see you is the Sun card. So people feel very happy when they are in your environment, when they're in your presence. I feel like you inspire and motivate, encourage people. I feel like people see you as very playful at times, kind of childish, but it's like in a positive way. Your hopes and or fears. You have the Three of Pentacles. So you're hoping to create something and build something. You're wanting to, like, there's something you're trying to manifest. And I feel like you might need other people's like approval or agreement or assistance. You're wanting other people to work with you in some way, shape, or form, like to invest, like do their part. Final outcome, should things remain the same? Ooh, you have the Empress. Love it, Pisces. So you're heading towards some sort of creation. You're manifesting, and some of you might be getting pregnant, giving birth or something in or on around February. You might be learning that you're pregnant. Be careful if that's not something you're wanting. But I feel like that this is something positive for you. You've been trying to manifest and create something, and I feel like it's coming in. All these lessons learned, you're going to finally start to have the benefit. It's like basically you've worked all week and now you're getting your paycheck. That's cool. Pisces, you have the Hierophant. So you're going to learn something. You're going to know something. Some of you might have your intuition is telling you something. I feel like you need to follow it. It's going to lead you into a higher level of knowledge, a higher awareness, a higher level of commitment. This is something you've created and manifest for yourself. Bottom of the deck, you have the Nine of Swords. You're trapped in your thoughts about something. Let's get Spirit's advice for this Nine of Swords energy, because that's came out a couple of times already for you. And I can't even shuffle. You have the Moon card, the Two of Wands, the Temperance, and the Ten of Wands, and the Five of Swords. So I feel like there's definitely like mental conflict, confusing energy within yourself. You're waiting for like direction on like how to create new habits, how to like, you might be like taking self-help classes or reading self-help books because you're tired of this energy. You're wanting to like move a direction, move away from this in a positive way. You're trying to bring healing and balance to something, but you want it to be like once and for all and to be solidified. All right, one more for this Nine of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. Nine of Swords advice. All right, what first came out was the Ace of Wands and the Hermit. So when you're having these doubts and thoughts and where you're like whatever it is that you're thinking about and you can't rest and you can't sleep, you keep tossing and turning because your mind won't settle down, you need to find a way to whatever it is you're inspired on and solely think about that. Like, especially before you go to sleep, like think about the things you're grateful for, the things you're passionate and inspired for, the things that you've been blessed with, and solely only think about that. And if your mind starts to wander back into the disappointments and the sorrows, remind yourself that, again, like you intentionally have to like train your thoughts to only think in this way. When you're trying to get rest and you can't because your brain's going a million miles a second and there's a lot for you to do and a lot for you to think about, remind yourself of what you're passionate and inspired towards and only think about that. Try to only have positive thoughts. That's going to help you to have like a balance, to be able to clear out that energy so you can finally settle down into a decision and take forward action. You're being instructed to have your guard up, be cautious in regards. Okay. So you see, if you can see them, I hope you can see them. So you're being instructed to have your guard up. There's things that you're passionate about, but you're defensive over those energies. So you're being advised to be defensive over being defensive. Like if you're passionate about something, there's a reason that you are wanting to create something. There's a reason why you Pisces are instructed or directed or inspired to manifest something, but you keep being defensive over yourself about this inspiration, and Spirit's advising you to stop doing that. Only think positively. If you're going to speak, only speak things that are positive, high vibration. Don't speak death into things that you're trying to create into existence. And then you have the Ace of Cups out here following the High Priestess. So I feel like definitely you need to be like loving and kind and compassionate when you're having these difficult thoughts. Remind yourself of what your truth is. Your past is not your future. You are abundant. You are worthy. You are loved. You are wanted. You are able. Do not speak like all this doubt, all this like these toxic energies, thoughts, patterns, people, places, and things. Give yourself distance and space from those. Only focus on the things that you feel grounded and stable within, the things that you feel nurtured by, the things that you feel loved and nurtured by. Only invest in those. Only allow your thoughts to be on those energies. You have to be harsh with yourself. Like, of course, sometimes like people hurt us, and yes, it is true, but those thoughts are not helpful. And sometimes, even though it's true, it's not necessary to be thought. Sometimes it's, instead of thinking about the disappointment, think about when I get to that moment where I have the partner I want, where I have the job I want, where I have the life environment that I want. Think about that. Don't think about just because it's true. Think about what you want. Okay, that has been your reading, Pisces. Again, I'm sending you lots of love and light, and happy birthday. I hope you get everything you want and nothing that you don't. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time, and be kind to yourself and kind to others. I'm proud of you.